Okay, Michael Federico versus Kim Blandino.
Morning, Your Honor, Michael Federico, petitioner.
Judge, I'm going to need a second to clear off my desk.
That's all right.
The gentleman has a ton of stuff he wants to bring up.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. We're going to be okay.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Federico, I'm going to ask you one question. You were here 30 days ago. Has there been any contact by the Mr. Blandino to you within the 30 days?
There's been several things that have been brought to my attention. The only direct contact.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, just keep still a minute.
And I would like to enter my appearance. I think I have a right to make a record.
All right, just a minute. Okay, I'm asking if there's been any contact.
Since the last hearing, which was about 28 days ago, apparently it's been brought to my attention that he violated his house arrest terms. He was also in court.
Objection.
No, wait a minute.
That's not before the court.
He's also,
Sir, you're not going to bear it out. You're going to be there as a gentleman. Now, I'm asking again, has there been any contact, direct contact with you?
direct contact, no. Except for this morning, he tried to intimidate me walking in the court.
Okay.
That is a lie, and I will.
Court marshal's right there. He started talking. There he is, there he is.
I was
I'm going
talking
to
to
warn
the
you
marshal,
too.
not you.
I'm going to warn you. All right. What kind of contact was it this morning?
This morning, he started saying, there he is, trying to
I didn't
intimidate
call
me as I was
Marshall. If I
walking
may,
into
court's
the
indulgence.
courtroom.
Go to the marshal, please, David.
What?
Could I enter my appearance, Your Honor? I have a right to make a record here. I'm Kim Blandino, appearing pro se for Kim.
I know you are.
And this is Michael Federico, a temporary judge. If he would be pleased, if he could announce his bar number for the court and for the record.
He already did before. It's already been done before the record.
He did not announce his bar number.
All right, what's the problem?
This is the marshal here. He's my escort. I've had a marshal's escort for over
All right,
a year
there was,
now.
all right.
And I had told Marshal Gurka here previously.
Was there any, have you observed any contact with Mr. Baldino with Mr.
Excuse me,
Federico?
Blandino for the record.
Blandino.
When I was walking in, he started talking to me and saying things.
He said, it's the gentleman I'm here for court.
I wanted to make sure that he identified the gentleman that we have a stay.
Okay, so that was all that was said?
Yes, sir. That's
Then
all.
I don't see there was any contact. So therefore, since there was no contact, then no,
We had a 30-day stipulation, but that was it then.
okay.
And then I just.
Well, if there's any more, if it does come up, because you promised me you wouldn't, and you apparently did, so therefore I am denying your order of protection with him. I know there's one already outstanding in the criminal matter. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
Okay?
there's a geo-fence around my property and around my.
Well, that's
That's
office
not
now.
true.
Hold
That
it,
is false.
hold it. Since 30 days, there's been no contact, direct contact. You got an order in the criminal case. That's not here before me.
I understand
That's
that.
not here before me. So since there was no contact, then there's no protective order going to be issued.
Thank you, Judge.
No, excuse me, Judge, I have a right to make a record. There's some administrative and procedural matters that need to be
The
addressed.
procedural matters are over with.
No, they are not, sir. I object. I object. I have a right to make a record. Give me 2 minutes to make a
All
record.
right, go ahead and make a record.
Okay, the docket does not reflect that Cellini properly recused herself. I have gone mandamus and have successfully mandamus to order my family court judge back on the case. I don't think you are properly sitting in this matter. Cellini was the assigned judge. Both the rules and the statutes required once a judge is assigned to a case, they continue through unless for good cause that judge is disqualified or otherwise recused. I have a certified copy of the record showing Cellini initially taking this case. Furthermore, you did not put on the record that 32 years ago, you found me in contempt and threw me in jail for 10 days, and that a writ of mandamus was issued against you by Judge Earl White, which I have a certified copy of, and I would like to enter into the record. If you will not do so now in hearing, I will do so later at the clerk's office. This was by Judge Earl White. I have a copy for the complainant, if you wanna hand take that. A writ of mandamus granted in 1987 against you. So if there are any bias or prejudices on your part against me, I would like you
But
to...
sir, I'm not even ordering the TPO. You're making a big moon. I
No.
denied the TPO.
But I'm making a record,
So your
Judge.
record is clear. I don't care if the mandamus against me or
I
not.
think you are not properly seated in this court, and I intend to challenge on mandamus. You're sitting in on this matter and Shalini wrongfully recusing herself. I've had success in this matter before, and I think I
sir,
will again.
why are you challenging it? Because there's no TP being ordered.
But he has made false representation, he's
There's no-
perjured himself on the record.
All right.
And I have a right to bring that issue. If I cannot do it in this proceedings, I intend to file a TPO against him for harassment, willful, malicious harassment, in addition to the civil abuse of process suit against this gentleman.
Sir,
I use that term loosely.
You can do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. It's a free world. Right now, this was an issue with TPO. There was no direct contact. I said if there be any contact, you promised me there wouldn't be any. There wasn't any. Therefore, no TPOs being issued. But I must remind you, you do have one in the criminal matter. That's not beside me. So the
Right.
case is closed.
But there's one last thing item there. The record is unclear. It said in the record that the TPO was supposed to be mutual, and you did not say that in open court. In other words, it says we are supposed to stay away from each other for 30 days.
There
Was
was
that record incorrect? I got a certified copy of that.
well, you better stay away from each other.
No, what I'm saying is you specifically denied, when I asked for custody in that chair right there about a month ago,
Yeah.
I said, would you make it joint? And you said, no, I don't need to make it joint. However, the record does reflect that it was joint. Yeah, is it your intention to amend or clarify that record, and that, in fact, this 30-day time period that we just went through was a joint and mutual stay away from
All
each
right.
other order?
If you want a TPO against him, you have a right to file it.
Thank you.
All right?
Okay. And I appreciate your patience. Thank you.
Have a good day, Judge.
Oh, yeah, sure. Good. That's for him to go first. All right.
Okay, another TPO?